to I want to share some RealSide experience that I had. But first, I want to talk about the images we have on Facebook, especially of the dark forces, Harry and his cohorts. If you've not had this experience, you just think that those images are a waste of time or just an attempt to harass the other side. But it has been demonstrated to me that these images are real. They are taken directly from the RealSide. So I had a RealSide experience where these dark forces, I was somewhere and I saw them congregating, maybe to attack new friends or so. Saw them in these long black gowns with black hats, and they were all, some of them were wearing eye glasses and flying towards the place where they wanted to do carry out an attack or so. So when I spotted them, I started singing the hue, the nu rather, not the hue. I started singing the hue, the Nusong, very vigorously to deter them, and it sort of caught their attention, and then some of the dark forces, they flew towards me. I could see them, great bats, wearing glasses, hovering over me, but they could not do anything because of the Nusong. So when I got up, I just said, "Oh, means these images we have on Facebook, they are really something. They're telling us a story, which until you experience, you will not know that these images are real." See. So that is the first of my experience. And in the other one,
can I say something here, Charles, before we get too far?
Okay.
Yeah, one at a time. It's easier. It gets too confusing. Yeah, and we haven't spread those for a while. It's been quite a while. We had a run of events there for years ago with that, and once in a while they'll pop up. Kelsey has all those. I've got them in on my other computer, and Ava has a bunch, but we don't really put those out now. Now it's the visitor, okay? But what we're providing with these things, yes, it's not a put down or a scare or whatever. It's really a warning with what we're presenting. It's just simply a warning of what's going on. But you're seeing it from the real side, and I would say if these people are wearing eyeglasses or whatever, that's a hint as to it's something physical. Because, see, on the real side, you don't need glasses. But in the physical, people wear glasses to see better, don't they? You see, so there's a hint. Why would they be wearing eyeglasses? So there's something going on there, even in the physical, like what Miriam's been going through. And you see, you know Africa. Yeah, Africa has been plagued with these things, and your relationship and the whole world, really. It just appears different, but it's the whole world. But Africa and other countries more brutal, And so, it's very real. These people don't stop. These individuals, they're very adamant. and they do what they can, but it's instant karma for them. So in other words, whatever they do, they got to deal with it, and it's very, very instant, especially those that attack those that are protected by the real guides. And so, yeah, thank you for sharing that, Charles, because that is the world. These individuals see what we're doing here. So, when they can't do it physically, just like Joni and her band of witches, they'll fly around at night and tap line people and bother people, because this is what they do. This is 24/7. Just like the governments of the world, they just create distortion and demise and bother people. This is what they do. And so, yes, go ahead.
Yeah, Duane. In fact, I was really alarmed myself. Everything was in black, and then wearing black, dark glasses. You see, one thing is that I concluded was that these forces have noticed me, or that you're one of the persons disturbing our projects or our work out here, and they flew towards me and took note of me. I was vigorously singing the new song, and there was no way they could do anything to me. But I know that certainly I'm in within I'm in their radar. But I'm protected by the sound lights and light, and by the new song, the real guides. So I don't care whatever. But it's, as I've told you, a confirmation to me that what you have presented out there, the images and all the like, are real. You're just warning people about what is true, what most people have maybe not encountered. So I had this rare privilege I'll call it, to see for myself what was happening, and to correlate it with the images you have brought out there. All those bats that you find there is not just fanciful things; it's really real. I was really shocked. See, so that is that. And in the next experience, Duane, I forgot to share this one. It took place about a month ago or so. It was another fight with the dark force. It was a terrific confrontation, and I fought in the name of Rebiza. I attacked the force in the name of Rebiza, and I performed like Harry Potter with my magic wand. In fact, when I woke up, I was marveled at what had taken place, because I had a wand in my hand, and I was sent out volleys of light against the dark force, and then I will absorb all what the force was emitting towards me. I'll just place the one and absorb everything, neutralize everything, and then I'll riposte with even more powerful volts of anything. It was a fight that left me panting in bed until I I opened my eyes. So I don't know whether Duane has anything to say about this kind of experience.
Oh, that's cool, Charles. Thank you for sharing. And the idea here is that, when you're attacked like that or whatever, you have the right to defend yourself any way at all. Yes, you do. So you have that right. So you did what you did, and that's why, the wand or whatever appeared in your hand. So if that's what it took, that's what it took. Yes, I've been attacked many times and even went into the hospital a few times in previous years. So, yes, you have the right. You did what you did. There you go.
Yes. So, it's in respect of time, I think I would say something about the African situation. Well, nothing as yet from our Congo new friends or from our Nigerian friends. I don't know whether Grayson is here. Nothing is filtering out as yet, and well, it's a place where now, Duane, you have an understanding of what is taking place there, the forces that shape their lives, some of their concerns, which is mostly the physical life, the personal life, where things are not adding up. So. But individually, they're doing the Nusong, and they're reading the books and doing whatever they can. So unfortunate that they cannot attend the Skype meeting. So that is all I can say about Africa for today. And I think with that, I've come to the end of. I've exhausted my time. It's almost 1:15 here, and I would like to hand over the mic to anybody who wants to add something, or if not, Kelsey can take over.
Hi again. I have something to ask. Sometimes in our dreams, we're facing some creatures and we're fighting each other. And I wonder, is it correct to kill them or not? Because sometimes I kill them without knowing that. I can't control myself in a dream, but I knew that I killed that creature. I want to know, is it correct to kill them, or we just have to protect ourselves?
Well, each situation is what it is, young men, and for the most part, your real awareness will know what it is. Now, it's not always that it is somebody, you might say. In other words, a little soul in a body or whatever. Lots of times these are just projections. These are just ideas, and sometimes they're ideas in your own aura too. You're fighting yourself, these creatures that you've made, etc. So, look at the action that you take when you're in the experience, and that'll tell you. And when you come back into the personal self, it's going to have its idea of things. In other words, gee, why'd I do that? I wouldn't normally do that, etc. I know, I've been there myself. It takes a while to sort these things out, and still there's always something that, comes up funny out of left field that you question, etc., because this is how it is. We're constantly being bombarded, and especially by a lot of imagery in that. But your real awareness will know, and it will basically act accordingly. And also, when you have your so-called dream or RealSide experiences, you have the personal self there too, and it will sometimes react or get in the way or make a decision. So this, again, is part of your course to to figure out and recognize yourself from all these things. That's just part of it, you see? So you'll determine that. You're going on your own journey. There's not a handbook. There's an idea of things, but there's so many variables along the way. But the basic idea is that your real awareness will know. And if you did something, if you did that or whatever, if you spilled your coffee on somebody in the restaurant, oh, sorry, you clean it up, whatever. Things happen, don't they? And so, but you figure it out, yes.
Thank you for that, because in my late dreams, maybe 1 or 2 days before, I saw creatures like dogs. I saw the dogs in the dreams, but I know that it is not a dog. It's a astral or something creature, and it was biting me, and I controlled myself, and I just pet him, and it was continuing to biting me, and I just look at him and start singing the New You, and it was strange for me that I didn't hurt that animal.
Well, there you go. So you decide, you see? It's your experience, and there's no set way to do it, but you decide. And that's the real you coming through and deciding that. But the personal self knows that too. But you see that. You see the subtlety of your decision and how you want to do that. I get it, yes.
Yeah, I think Duane has said something which is pertinent, and is that you're in such situations, your real awareness will decide what to do, will apprise the situation and act accordingly. And I think that is what has been happening in my own dreams. In fact, I have, unlike Henry, I have no qualms at all when I meet such creatures. I immediately launch into a fight because I know their intent, and so I know if I don't defend myself, as Duane has said, I will be attacked, and it's the law of self-defense. So I don't know why I often have this kind of dreams. I fought with an entity. The fight took place almost the whole night until I had to burst its eyes. I vanquished the foe when I burst its eyes. And this one again was so ferocious a battle. You never decide when you go to bed. You don't know what will happen. It just came like that, and I saw myself fighting and almost shaking on the bed, hitting left and right on the bed as I was also as the real awareness was doing that on the other side. See, so these are situations, I don't know how we can control them, but it's all in the real awareness, as Duane has said. There are times when you may have an encounter, you will learn to be gentle or ignore, and at other times you just find yourself, even at the approach of whatever entity, you are the one who will even start the attack because you know what is happening. What will happen if you don't?
Thank you, Charles, and everybody. It's all for you. Yes, we will see you again, Charles, so get some rest. The world is a funny place, but we're here to have our adventure. Thank you so much, yes, for sharing your part, and everybody else. Thank you. We'll see you soon.